With the evil hordes defeated and the old ones safely imprisoned within the Eternia crystals, Etheria's 4 new champions, the squire, the huntress, apprentice, and monk, enjoy a well-earned respite. Etheria's citizens, overjoyed, celebrate our heroes' achievements. A time of peace and prosperity spreads, and our heroes patiently await the return of their legendary parents. But peace cannot last forever. A mysterious figure appears, warning the heroes of an unforeseen threat. A tale of a long-lost Eternia crystal, one that was shattered into 4 shards and scattered across the land. Evil, long-forgotten beasts consume the dark energy that spews forth from the shards, quietly growing in strength in regions most men have all but forgotten. Once they reach full capacity, these minions of evil will attempt to crush our heroes and bring the kingdom of Etheria to the brink of destruction. But if the shards were to be recombined, this tide of darkness would be destroyed once and for all. Having absorbed the mysterious figure's wisdom, our 4 heroes ready themselves for adventure. They vow to recover the lost shards, restore the Eternia crystal, and banish the evil from these distant lands. Our heroes soon arrive at the outskirts of Etheria, a legendary forest named Mistymire, said to be home to the ancient fairies. But with the onset of this new terror, what dark secrets lie buried underneath its dense fog-covered branches? The Spider Queen and her kin fall to the might of Etheria's champions. The crystal shard slips from the Queen's rotund belly and falls to the ground. With 1 crystal shard collected, the heroes look into the distance filled with hope, wonder, and intense anticipation for the adventures that await them as they search for the remaining pieces of the Lost Eternia crystal.
Traveling across the scorching desert, our 4 young heroes struggle to continue their quest. With their strength dwindling under the sun's intense heat, our heroes slow to a crawl. One by one, our young heroes succumb to the overwhelming heat, slowly slumping into the sand. Filled with doubt, they wonder if even their legendary parents could survive such a dangerous quest. The monk refuses to give in and inches onward, pushing himself to the top of a massive dune. There he discovers a mirage? No, it is the hidden city of Moraggo, the sacred dwelling of the legendary jinns. The monk rallies his companions. Invigorated by the monk's discovery, the young heroes lift themselves from the sand. With renewed strength, they rush onwards to see what lies ahead. Their destination finally in reach, our heroes make their way to the city's outpost to search for the shard within. With his lamps extinguished, the cunning Genie King falls to the combined force of our 4 champions. But before returning into the Nether, the Genie King warns the young heroes. As you walk in the footsteps of those who came before you, beware the shards, for they were not made to be a prison, but rather to imprison. And with that, the Genie King evaporates into the Nether, leaving his coveted Eternia Shard behind. As their newly acquired blue shard lights the path toward the great sea of Aquanos, the team's confidence is restored at the thought of the fantastic new adventures that lie ahead. Arriving at the great sea, our heroes gaze upon the vast rolling tides. Miles below the surface rests the mythical city of Aquanos. With no way to reach the seafloor, the apprentice fears that their journey is over. Imploring the young mage to have faith, the huntress plucks a few berries from a nearby willow bush and drops them into the water. The fruit floats aimlessly in the water for several minutes. The apprentice, not impressed, turns to scoff at the huntress. As he does, a gigantic sea turtle rises from the ocean and devours her offering, startling him. His allies enjoy a good laugh at his expense. Composing themselves, the heroes mount the friendly creature and surge into the murky depths. As they go deeper, the water grows darker and their lungs ache for air. Suddenly, a great light shines from below. The water clears. Before them is the lost city of Aquanos, its walls surrounded by a bubble of air. Inside the bubble, our heroes dismount the turtle and peer into the seemingly abandoned city. Feeling the energy radiate from within, they know that somewhere in the damp gloom, an Eternia Shard lies hidden. As the Kraken reels from the onslaught unleashed by the champions, the Eternia Shard slips from its gaping maw. The huntress quickly collects the shard from the sand. But as the magical energy of the Kraken dissipates, the bubble that surrounds the city begins to collapse. As the icy waters rush in, the apprentice cries out, fearing for his team's life. With the team's imminent doom seemingly near, all is lost, until their faithful companion, the sea turtle, arrives to carry them from harm's way. Hopping aboard, our heroes speed out of the crumbling city, narrowly avoiding the crushing weight of stone and water. Breaking the ocean's surface, the huntress affectionately pets the sea turtle for his timely rescue. As the squire checks his armor for rust and the monk squeezes the water from his robes, the apprentice, alas, is overtaken with a wave of seasickness. As our heroes look towards the afternoon sun with a newfound appreciation for its warmth, their newly acquired Eternia Shard radiates with energy. It is now clear where they must go, but without the power of flight, how will they reach the realms of the ancient Sky City?